For the past 30 years, Outreach here in Scranton has been helping to encourage family stability and promote economic self-sufficiency. And to talk a little bit more about that, I am joined now by Executive Director Linda Champy and Helen Lavelle with Lavelle Strategy Cares. Hello, ladies. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Brian.
So, Linda, tell me a little bit more about Outreach and what it does.
Well, of course, we are a nonprofit organization located in Lackawanna County. We're the designated family center for Lackawanna County, and we provide a lot of outreach and programs to families and children in our community.
So Outreach has been around for 30 years, a very long time. You've been providing outreach, but I understand the name is something new, correct?
It is something new. As of June 19th, we changed our name from Employment Opportunity and Training Center, or known as EOTC, to Outreach Center for Community Resources. And we just felt, with the help of Lavelle Strategy Cares, that that name really spoke to what we do in the community. We really do provide a lot of outreach and support to the community.
Yeah, Helen, tell me a little bit more about that outreach and support.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it was easy to determine what the best name would be for this brand, Brian, without any question, because I too have been intimately acquainted with the organization for 30 years. This organization began 30 years ago actually to help put women into the workforce, and it made a lot of sense then. But what happened at that very time, and your viewers are going to know this and remember it, is that the manufacturing facilities in the greater Northeast began to just close and leave. And this organization was nimble enough to be able to switch and to acknowledge that this is where the needs of the community are right now, and they became EOTC and focused literally on putting, actually at the time, the men in our families back into the workforce. And workforce development is something that they still do to this day, which impacts every child in the community.
Now, Linda, tell me a little bit about the programs that we offer here.
We provide incredible years and parents as teachers. We provide workforce development, as Helen had said already, and a number of ancillary support type programs for families that are in need. We recognize that it's the entire family system that needs to have the support. It's not just one family member that needs the support. So however we can work in those programs to provide that safety net to families, that's important to us.
And it sounds like the whole entire program has evolved over the years.
Absolutely.
Without any question, Brian, that's what I love about this organization. We have great nonprofits in our communities that really do unbelievable work. But as you said, this is pretty much, to me, the only nonprofit that really focuses on family stability and economic self-sufficiency. If a family can come together and be strengthened by what the programs are that you guys are doing, it is a win for all of us. And where they're focused on children, they cannot be beaten. I mean, the programs are unbelievable and award-winning programs.
So if I'm watching at home and I'm thinking, okay, this sounds like something interesting to me and my family, how do I know if it suits me? How do I know that it's for me and my family? Does everyone qualify, or is this, how does this
Just
work?
pick up the phone and give us a call. We welcome anyone to come through the door and have the conversation. If we're not able to help, we'll help find someone who can. But if wherever there's a program that meets the need of the family, we're there for them in the community.
Yeah, too, and you know, we talk so much in our society about living the American dream. Economic stability and family stability are two key things to live that quote-unquote American dream. So that seems to me like a lot of people watching could say, okay, we don't really have a lot of that for many people in our, in our society today. So they might feel like this could maybe give them the tools to do that.
Absolutely. Enhancing their life, and it's usually through coaching and mentoring. I mean, what we hear most from our program participants is, you believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. So finding that strength within and having the encouragement to move forward and have the tools, be equipped to do that, is really important.
Why do you think outreach is needed? I mean, this is something obviously that has been around for 30 years. As we've said, the times have changed greatly. Why is it still relevant today, and why will it continue to be relevant? Helen, I see you very passionate about that.
I think outreach is more relevant today, Brian, than ever before. And really, it's because outreach actually looks at what the needs of the community are right this very moment. And we've always had needs in the community as far as our children are concerned. But the fact of the matter is that we live in an area where people are struggling to even get by, and to give their children an extra edge to make them prepared and resilient, and to encourage and support them every which way they can. That's what outreach does. And I am talking about all different kinds of programs, not only parents as teachers and the Incredible Years, which are, again, award-winning programs run by specialists, right? Available to everyone, no matter what. But I've seen outreach also take drug and alcohol prevention, education, take that bull right by the horns and know that we need to start teaching our children when they're very, very young about what is going on in our world right now. And they do that.
So we have both the parents and the children programs for both.
Correct.
Let's just focus a little bit strictly on the parents for a moment. How do
Sure.
we, what kind of programs can the parents expect, and how, or maybe what tools can they expect that they can take with them and then apply it to their children?
Well, we have a few programs that have specific elements in them, like how to discipline a child appropriately.
Big one.
It's a very big one. Sibling rivalry. You know, how do children get along with one another and their families? Another
all
big
familiar
one.
with that, right?
we are. And then, you know, it's just budgeting. You know, how do I make a family budget? It's a variety of different assistance in the programs that we provide families.
And if I can also point out,
Sure.
I did a tour with one of our major sponsors the other day, and I was so impressed because there are mentors here who help parents of these children create a solid resume, apply for jobs every single week. As far as the job market is concerned, those folks are given information about what is available for them to help make their families more stable and more economically self-sufficient at the same time while giving their kids a great start in life.
Wonderful. Well, ladies, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Our
Brian.
pleasure. Thank you, Brian.
And coming up, we are going to meet one of those families impacted by outreach.